And good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome back to First News. Of course, it is the 3rd of September, just about 42 minutes after 8 o'clock. And one of the good supporters of KARN is Bath Makeover. And you hear their commercials on the station. Rebecca's been out there a few times in the morning to talk about them. And now joining us is Ron Jumper, who is the owner of Bath Makeover here in Arkansas. And Ron, welcome to the studio. How are you this morning?
Doing great. Appreciate you guys having me.
You bet. Ron's just running in. He might be out of breath a little bit.
Had to get the kids to school on time and, running around.
Completely understand. We're still at the start of school, so still getting into the schedule. So I completely understand
the drive-through line takes forever. We're working through it. It's a work in progress.
The drive-through line. I'll tell you what, that's one benefit of working in the mornings. I don't have to deal with that.
That's true.
Ron, let's talk a little bit about Bath Makeover. Sounds like you just won a pretty big award from Inc. magazine on being one of the fastest-growing private companies in the United States. And so what can you tell us about this honor for the company?
Well, what I like about it most is it's not an award that you can just buy your way into.
Right.
You actually have to actually submit. I have to get my CPA involved and submit redacted tax returns to verify the revenue growth from over the last 4 years.
I like that.
And then they rank your growth percentage. And then if you qualify and make one of the 5,000 fastest growing companies in private companies in America, then you make the list.
That's awesome. I like that it's earned. It's not given. It's
right.
earned.
Yeah, it's not a random best of. You actually have to qualify for it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So congratulations to start with. That's awesome. Why is Bath Makeover growing so quickly? What's the key to making this company grow so quickly here in the U.S.?
Sure, I think Bath Makeover's found a great sweet spot as far as value. We can do custom bathing solutions, anything you want as far as bathtubs, showers, walk-in tubs, from a modular home to a mansion, anywhere in the state of Arkansas. We service the full state, but we're also still a small locally owned business. We're not a franchise. We don't have to pay all these franchise fees and royalties and extra things like that. So I think we found that nice sweet spot of being a trusted locally owned business, but being able to offer you as much, if not more, than all the big chains out there.
I was just going to say, is that the big difference between going to a big box store and then dealing with all of that business? You don't even know who you're hiring as your contractor. They just kind of dole you one out. Is that what the big difference is between those and Bath Makeover?
Well, I think a good answer to your question, a feather in our cap is we actually have the Home Depot program for all 14 stores in Arkansas. So if you walk into a big box retail store like Home Depot,
get connected with you.
They have their standard things off the shelf you can buy, but if you really want a nice full bathroom remodel that's a little more custom, they're going to send you to us. They're going to send you to Bath Makeover to take care of it.
Well, that makes a lot of sense then. I like how that all ties together. Now, we just this show, our morning show, Rebecca and I, we were just down in El Dorado recently doing our show, and it was a tremendous time. We really got to see how that city's growing, which is by leaps and bounds at this point. I understand Bath Makeover gonna open up a business down there pretty quick. Is that right?
There's tremendous growth in South Arkansas for different reasons with these lithium batteries and things like that. So it's driving a lot of growth down there. But we've got some employees actually that work for our Little Rock location now that live in Monticello. So they're actually going to be our first 2 employees at our grand opening of our El Dorado location, which is going to be our Bath Makeover of the Arklatex. So that'll not only help us better service our South Arkansas customers that we already have, but we'll expand into Monroe, Louisiana, Shreveport, Tyler, Texas, maybe a little bit of Greenville, Greenwood, Mississippi. So it'll get us along Highway 20 down there.
Yeah, no, that's tremendous growth. And so so someone from Louisiana can call you, and just someone from the El Dorado office heads right on down and deals with that then.
Absolutely. So basically, if it's a state that borders Arkansas, we'll be able to service you. So we already have our second location out of Harrison, Arkansas. That's our Ozarks location. So that goes into Branson, Springfield, Missouri, Joplin, Pittsburgh, Kansas, and even a little bit of Oklahoma as well.
Wow, that's impressive. I had no idea. I kind of thought it was central Arkansas, but it is the whole state and the surrounding states.
Well, and I think that was one of our early differences is we've always covered the whole state. So if you live in Mena, you live in Corning, West Memphis, we don't care. We cover the entire state of Arkansas. So some of our competitors try to stay in a 50-mile radius, things like that. We don't do that. We go corner to corner. If you're in the state of Arkansas, we service you, and now if you're in a bordering state, we service you.
How did you get into this, Ron? How did you become an owner of a Bath Makeover?
Well, so and that gets back to it wasn't the typical story. I am not a skilled tradesman.
Sure.
I actually was more on the advertising side. I've always had an advertising business. I've actually so this is my 3rd business that's made the Inc. 5000. My first one was my first advertising agency, the Apollo Agency, in 2020, and then the Apollo agency merged with Ron Sherman Advertising. I'm now the CEO of Ron Sherman Advertising. It made the Inc. 5000 in 21 and 22.
Wow.
And then Bath Makeover has now made it the last 4 years in a row. So this is actually my 7th time individually making the Inc. 5000.
You're going to have to get a bigger mantle over the fireplace.
So they joke with me at the wall outside my office. We're running out of room to hang plaques. But we're working on it. We'll find some more room.
So
but
need a bigger wall.
But I had a client that was a family friend that he owned a hardware store. He owned a bunch of commercial properties. But then he also decided to start a bath business. And after a couple of years into it, he wasn't sure if he wanted to keep having that business. And,
right.
He had some other things he was doing that were a lot more profitable and less time. So, he was hoping to do something different. So I approached him and said, well, would you be interested in me buying it from you? And he said, great. And so, we've taken it from what it was 7 years ago with just one plumber, one sales guy, a couple of trucks to 3 operations that install 1,000 bathrooms a year.
Right, and of course I see I was just logged on to the website at bathmakeoverar.com, and I see we've got the 50 homes that you're looking for to participate in the Rake in the Fall Savings event. So you've got a nice deal going on this fall. It looks like.
Absolutely. So you can call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH to be one of the first 50 homeowners to do our Rake in the Fall Savings sale. It's 75% off labor, as well as some great interest-free financing options. And I believe, I believe we have a gift card just for having you come out to give us an estimate.
I see right here, bonus receive a $200. Okay, the restaurant one. I saw it says receive a $200 Amazon card with walk-in shower purchase. I'm sorry.
There's a $200 with purchase, but then there's a $50 restaurant just for letting us come out and give you a quote, and then that quote's backed with a price lock guarantee
that's
for a year.
Consultation.
Yeah, just for having us come out and give you a free design consultation.
You get $50.
Yeah, you get $50.
So you're paying for it.
Right? We're paying for dinner. So
I like that. So of course you can find them at bathmakeoverar.com. You can also call 1-800-NEW-BATH. 1-800-NEW-BATH is the phone number. You're growing so much. Are you hiring right now? If people out there think this is their type of industry, are you looking for people?
Absolutely. So we recruit year round. So that's actually something that's an underrated key to our success is we are always looking for the best, whether you're an office admin, whether you're a plumber, electrician, installer, design consultant, sales background, whatever it is, we're always hiring the best because we are growing so quickly. So we recruit year round, and I think from a business standpoint, I think a lot of small businesses maybe don't put enough effort into recruiting that they should. It's maybe more of a panic button, right?
That's right.
A key employee leaves, tells you he's leaving today.
Play whack-a-mole.
And then you panic today and tomorrow and try to figure out what to do, right? Versus we budget in recruiting. It's you have a marketing budget, you have budgets for other things. I feel like small businesses should also have a recruiting budget, and that'd be a more systematic approach.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. You go to the website to find the jobs and how to apply?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's bathmakeoverar.com. Ron, I appreciate you running in here literally and talking with us this morning, but always great to learn about Bath Makeover. Of course, they've got the Rake in the Fall Savings event going on right now. You can access that by calling them at 1-800-NEW-BATH, or you can go to bathmakeoverar.com and get connected with Bath Makeover of Arkansas. But Ron, appreciate you coming in. Also had Abe here, your Chief Marketing Officer.
Hey, so. Abe helps me keep my head on straight.
That's right.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Abe was on time.
That's right.
He didn't have to wait in the school line. Is what?
That's right.
So, all right. Well, appreciate both of you for stopping by this morning.
I appreciate you having me.